Hello, everybody. Good to see all your smiling faces. That was amazing. Can we give it up again for Things Happen? That was so good. I'm so proud of David. I'm Kristen Naomi Garcia. I'm going to be moderating Q&A. We're going to talk about this awesome film that we just watched, and I'm going to have a couple people come up. First and foremost, let's have David S. Dawson up on the stage right now, please. There he is. Good job. High five me. Can you there we go. All right. So who else do we have here? We're gonna wait for Brian because Brian needs to do our tech. Merrick, is Merrick here? Is he over here? Merrick, get up here. Come on. Give it up for Merrick, everybody.
I'll step back.
Sebastian, where are you two? Get up here, of course. Sebastian, both Sebastian and Merrick MacArthur are leads. Love that suit coat. You look sharp, Sebastian. Who else are we having up here?
I think we can bring Brian up and we'll be good.
Brian? Brian, come on. Two tech, please. Brian, our wonderful tech. Wonderful tech.
Maybe turn the volume down just a touch, guys.
Yeah,
A little bit.
Let's do that.
All right.
Hello.
Okay, so we're going to start out.
Okay.
David,
Yeah.
Sebastian. So you two both wrote
This one on.
the film, correct? And directed as well, right?
Hey, here we go.
Yay, now we can hear you.
Okay, there we go.
Yes. All right, so David and Sebastian, you both wrote and directed the film, correct?
Yeah, Sebastian came up with the story and gave me a script in January and said, I want to make this film. Do you think it's something we can do? There's a car crash. There's children. There wasn't rain. I added that.
I was freaked out.
But there's all this stuff. Can it be done? I said, yeah, of course. Let's make it happen. And yeah, so I came on and helped kind of rework the script a little bit because Sebastian only learned English like 5 years ago. So let's give him a hand for that.
Thank you.
Yeah, we started rolling like right into production, pre-production. We launched our Indiegogo campaign while we were in pre-production, and we're raising money all throughout the course of making the film. 67 people backed us to make this movie.
Wow,
So that's
that is amazing.
and there's a few of them in the audience here. My friend Rowden, and,
Yeah, there's over there.
Steve backstage, and I don't know. I can't see you guys.
So this was the first time you were working together. Now,
Yes.
I heard, not only did that look spectacular on the big screen, but I heard that part of it was shot on an iPhone. Is that true?
Yes.
What?
The
About 40%
playground
of it.
scene, all the playground scene, the pharmacy, outside the pharmacy, and everything inside the car was all shot on my iPhone, which is backstage.
That was great. I could not even tell.
tell.
I had no idea. That's amazing. It looked wonderful. So was that a challenge for you to use an iPhone in the editing process, in the filming process? Do you have a preference? Are you an iPhone user now to film?
Yeah, I don't have a problem with it. We found a program that allowed you to set manually the ISO and the frame rate and encoding and exposure and all that, set it manually and lock it. So we didn't have any of the weird focus issues and things. But I loved it. The program was like $8. We didn't buy any of the fancy rigs or anything, no special lenses on this. So it was all done straight raw camera.
Brian and I like to shoot multi-camera. We tend to do fewer takes that way, and we can capture all sorts of different angles all at once. And the stuff in the car was
Actually,
really
two iPhones in the car.
Yeah.
We had one on each side of the
When
windshield.
we had the rain stuff, obviously we had Carl Bax's daughters who were wonderful.
Yay, she was wonderful.
Give it up for Sophie and Piper, who unfortunately are not here tonight.
But
Is she asleep right now? It's pretty late.
They were in Colorado
Oh, that's nice.
doing the Colorado
Lucky
thing.
them.
But we were working with them very late in the night, specifically with Sophie in that car in the rain with all the various elements going on. And, you can't push a kid very long, only a few hours at a go. So we had to shoot it multi-camera, and in the confines of the car, the only camera that made any damn sense for us was the iPhone. So we had two iPhones using the suction mounts that you use for your GPS on your iPhone, and we put those in place and framed up, and then started rolling, hit the sprinklers, and away we went.
Looked great. I enjoyed.
great, yeah.
I enjoyed it.
And give it
Now-
up for Laura in the car scene, because every time the door opened, she
Yeah.
got drenched and she was cold and had to lay completely still
Going
for
with the
every
kid on the
take.
side.
So,
Those are the people
There
that
were
are so
blankets in
important
between
that nobody
takes,
knows
but
about.
give it up for Laura.
Thank you, Laura. Yes.
we love you, Laura.
Now, Merrick, I want to talk to you really quick. So this was your first film with David? Yes. Yeah.
Yes, it was.
There we go. There's a mic for you.
How did you enjoy working with David? Was it a challenge? Was it fun? I know he uses he uses more than one camera. So you get to, I think as an actor, you kind of get to go through your characters and those emotions a lot more fluid when you have, more than one camera angle on you and you can go through a scene fluidly. Was that something that was better for your character, you would say, or was easier for you, or was it a challenge?
There were a lot of challenges working with Merrick.
So Merrick,
Mostly involving time.
Well, most people that know me know I'm pretty a fairly calm person. I don't really get angry or agitated. So to help me get in character, David would sort of poke me with. There's the fireplace poker.
oh right, okay.
Just randomly when I arrived on set, he would do
Good
that.
to know.
And,
Taking notes.
I guess he thought I had a method system or something. I don't know what's going on there. And then he somehow, when I got up to Idlewild to shoot it, and he knew I had another shoot after his, he made it snow and blizzard in Idlewild so that I would be late for my other shoot, which
Yeah, that's right. We were filming
he has
for the.
that power. I don't
Yeah,
know.
wow.
So it really
That's
helped me get
amazing.
into the that agitated character with Sebastian.
Well, we got up there on Friday, and before you showed up, I looked around and said, this place will look bitching in the snow. So there it was.
Yes.
It was beautiful. Well, I am so happy and so grateful that we were able to show this film. You all did a fantastic job. Thank you so much for bringing it to the Horton Theater. Thank all of you for being here. You're awesome. I think we have what is it, a podcast?
We have a podcast
Is that what
coming
we're
up.
going to do? I think we're going to do a podcast, everybody. You guys ready for this? All right, give it up for these guys really quick, and then we're going to get some seats out here, and we're going to talk some casting.
Yeah, well, we've got two San Diego productions that we're going to be covering because we cover local San Diego talent on our show. So we're going to be talking to Mr. William Wall.
Woo,
and
right
Sue
there.
Vickery
I see
about
Sue
their
Vickery is
projects.
in the back.
She's in
There
the
she
back.
is. You're wonderful.
And then after them, we will do the San Diego premiere of Bowman Modine's short film Merry Xmas, starring Dick Van
So
Dyke.
good. It's so good.
And then we will chat with Bowman for about 40 minutes and have a great time. So now is the time for you to go get liquored up
Yeah.
because the podcast is
Go
better
out there,
when
buy
you're
some
liquored up.
alcohol.
Look at all these. We got questions?
Ooh, all right, we can do
wow.
that, okay.
I'm sorry, I really can't see you. Go ahead. I did that. But you tell them why you made the film, and then I'll tell them why I dedicated it.
So first I made this film because as an European actor, we need to get out there, we need to get seen because I need to start in my country. So here, after I finished my study, I said, okay, I need to make a movie to be seen. When I started to make a short, I started to putting this idea of mixing, giving a good idea and being seen at the same time. And I have this story always in my head of always keep going. Even though there's something bad happen to you, you have to keep going in life. So I take this really bad example. I mean, this is a strong example of losing your wife, your whole family, and they have nothing else to keep going. But even though something arrived to you, you keep fighting. You keep fighting for life, and you keep to live. This is the most important thing.
There's Mark Atkinson in the Phantom of the Opera. The dedication to Rusty. My beautiful mother, I believe, is in the audience. Mom, is that you back there? Stand up, Mom. Stand up, Mom,
Yes.
so people see you. Come on, stand up. That's my mother, ladies and gentlemen. My mom and her fiance at the time in 1993, 94 came out to visit me in Texas while I was doing theater at Baylor. And I was in the middle of a really nasty depression. I'd done a run on stage, and I was missing the applause, I guess. And I mean, I was really, not doing well. And they came to pick me back up. And part of getting me back on track was making sure I stayed in my program and I was going to school and I was doing my work and putting studies first and making sure that my success was my focus and not anything else. And my mom left, but left Rusty to keep tabs on me for a while she was gone. And it was Halloween, and he took my place on a trip with some of my friends to Dallas from Waco, so that I could go work at the theater on a last-minute call, which I would have otherwise said, no, to hell with you, I'm going with my friends to Dallas. And he went to Dallas in my place and made me go do my job. And he didn't make it home. And so I'm here today still working on this and pushing hard because of Rusty. And when we were making this, because of the subject matter, he died in a car accident. And I was Sebastian's character for a while. So it just made sense to me to dedicate it to Rusty.
Any other
questions over
questions? Mark, you have a question?
What kind of camera rates support Canon DSLRs, T2i, T3i, and the iPhone. That was it. Just stock lenses.
We used his camera too, right? The
Carl's. It was we didn't use the 5D.
No.
No. Yeah, just the lenses. We had a couple of old Minolta lenses, and then just the stock lenses that came.
And concert LED lights.
The 60D we used.
Like the rectangular panel red RGB LED lights for lighting, which was a little bit of a challenge because every once in a while you get a flicker out of them. We'd have to figure out the power so that the
It was
flicker
just a
would
matter
go.
of just lighting properly and
Taking the time. We really tried to take the time to shoot stuff.
because we were snowed in.
you.
We were able to
Did you
actually.
hear
We were
that?
like, we've got plenty of time. Let's take 4 hours to light this scene.
Yeah, it helps
This,
to get snowed in.
30-second scene.
We were snowed in Idlewild for 4 days.
Yeah.
You, sir?
Filmic Pro, Filmic Pro. Yeah. it's
But
pretty badass.
that program's having glitches right now.
Yeah, for the iPad.
So don't use it on an iPad right now.
But they're rushing to
They're
get the updates out. I contacted them, and they put me on the beta because of it. So that's kind of cool. So yeah, so if you do get it and you have the iPhone, contact them. They'll probably throw you on the beta.
We have two lovely ladies with questions over here.
Teresa.
Which one wants to go first? Teresa?
Co-producer, Teresa.
So, I have a question for Carl.
Come up, Carl.
Carl Backus, everyone.
Yeah.
We need you on the mic, Carl. Come
Come on,
up,
Carl.
'cause we're recording all this. Be careful when you're around us. Anything and everything could possibly end up on our shows.
He's right.
Brian's going to go tech. Question
Yes.
for Carl.
Okay.
What all did you do with your girls to help prepare them for their roles and being in it?
Oh,
And,
that's a good question.
did it inspire them to do anything else?
Very good question.
Yeah, well, we didn't feed them. They start to cry that way. It's awesome.
Everybody's going to think it's the worst set in the world to be on an commercial film. They poke them with sticks. And
No,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, I think Piper, the younger one, is pretty much naturally
Showboat.
dramatic. Yeah,
How old is she?
she was 4 when she shot that. She just turned 5 3 weeks ago. And then Sophie, I mean, Sophie was actually pretty tired when she was shooting the thing. We were in the car for so long. I was like, okay, we can just keep shooting for 3 more hours and she'll be right on. But I'm the dad, and this is the way, this is the difference between a dad and a director. I'll push and he won't. And we'll see how this
Dude, I
works
kept
out.
telling Carl, I'm like, I'm trying to get her out of here, man. I'm trying to get her out of here. He's like, I don't care.
I'm
Go
like,
ahead.
is she crying yet? No.
She's fine. Those aren't real tears yet. Keep going.
Exactly. No, but then it's funny because after they did this project, they asked if they could do another movie, and so
The girls.
yeah, the
They
girls
got the
did.
bug.
They wanted another movie, and so I said, sure, we come up with the story, and they did, and so we're shooting starting probably middle of July, a short all about them and a hand.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued.
Them and a severed hand.
A severed hand, yeah. Their story. Yeah, it's pretty great. It's pretty fun. It'll be
Yeah,
interesting.
we went through the script last night. It's awesome.
Yeah. So, yeah, they're very excited about it, and they loved it.
Great. Yeah, definitely looking forward to that. Let us know.
Yeah, I need to talk to you.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, uh-oh.
Wait a
Apparently
second.
I'm playing that part of the hand, guys.
The Phantom has a question. Hold on, the Phantom has a question. Oh, the Phantom's playing the hand.
Yeah.
Yes, and Mark, can we see it? It's a left hand?
Just hold your left hand out the window, Mark. That's the star of the film.
There it is.
Missy, you have a question?
Yeah, how did y'all stage the accident? 'Cause it looked pretty awesome.
That's a very good question.
We went to a junkyard.
Thanks,
We
Paul.
used our own car. We went to a junkyard and happened to find an exact model. So we took the hood and the seat in case we were getting any blood on the seat and a broken headlight off of this car, and then drove it close to a tree, just butted up against a tree, took the hood off, took the hood we bought and crumpled the front of it, attached that hood, took out the light, put in the broken headlight, put on some tree branches. Brueggemeyer rigged up a fog machine underneath, and then we turned on the
Yeah, I
road.
had 2 grommets work on this film.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Stayed in the car.
Yes.
Yeah, it was weird.
Somehow we had
We kept
a
getting a
leak
big pool of water
somewhere,
in the
and
car.
the way we were sitting, the passenger side floorboard kept filling up with water. So we had to keep bucketing that out. Other than that, everything was great. And then when we were done, we just replaced the hood, replaced the seat, replaced the light,
Drove
drove it
away.
home.
That's
What's that?
efficient.
Who replaced it? Teresa.
Way to go, guys.
Any other questions?
All right, any more questions before we all go and grab a drink?
I do want to say one thing about Merrick. When I started writing, helping write the film and tweaking the characters a little bit, Merrick was the only person I had in mind for the character of JD. If he had told me no, I don't know what I would have done, because I specifically wrote that part, the dialogue and everything, for him. And he came in a very tight schedule because of everything that he had going on that weekend, and I wanted like 9 hours to work through the scene with him. He's like, I think I can give you 4. It's like, okay, I'm going to take 5. And we shot all of his scenes in 5 hours, and then he hopped in my car and drove back to San Diego, and he did an outstanding job, I think.
Yeah, I don't know if you could tell when he entered, the snow that was pouring down behind him, that was the last thing we shot because the snow was coming down. He had to get off the mountain.
Yeah, Carl's got a question.
Merrick, I detected a hint of desire within the character. Was that written, or did you bring that?
That was written.
Did you say jive? As in from the movie Airplane? Well,
Ain't no thing.
my lovely wife Brandy actually brought that up tonight. She said, I noticed that when you play these hard, characters, that this accent comes out of you. I don't know where it is. I say, I don't talk like that normally. She's like, no, you don't. So it's just something I think I sort of intentionally brought out, but we wanted to be this ex-boxer type of guy. And, Carl Weathers kind of popped the head a little bit, and so I was kind of trying to be something
Yeah, we
similar.
specifically had a phone call where I was thinking of Lando when I wrote some of the lines. That kind of smooth, jivey thing.
Right.
And he goes, I feel you. Okay.
Thanks for noticing.
When David let me read it early on when he wrote that scene, and I'm like, can we talk about that? This is very 70s, we'll say. And that's when he said, I was thinking of Lando. I'm like, okay, then never mind. Okay, as long as it was intentional. But
Yeah. Well, these guys aren't very far apart in age, really, so I needed his language to convey that he was from a different generation. So that's what I did.
Yeah.
one more. Last question, Nicole.
What
That was
hospital
my
did we shoot
dining
at?
room.
Yeah, the
That was
hospital.
not a
Yeah,
hospital.
we
Hospital's our
found
dining
online,
room.
we found the bed for like $125. So we bought the bed, and then we had someone that worked at a nursing facility, so we were able to get the pole and the gown and things like that. And we had a giant space in our dining room, and so we started putting stuff on the walls
Putting
and
a curtain?
putting the curtain up and just rolled the bed in. That was the hospital.
Yeah, dining room. So.
All right, very cool.